Monster pilots, what's Jesse James have in mind for this week's show?
Life would be a hell of a lot easier if everybody had a flying car.
Some builders come from a strange land.
De vet vad de håller på med, de här killarna som är här.
Jesse knows how to make things happen.
That's just the world of airplane design.
Seats in the upright position, tray tables stowed, we're ready for takeoff.
Welcome to the Twilight Zone.
Look out!
Join us now as Jesse and his gang of maverick mechanics rip, grind, and burn, transforming ordinary street vehicles into monster machines in the Monster Garage. Flight. Man's ageless dream.
Here he goes.
Once realized by the Wright brothers in 1903, it was only a matter of time before thoughts of a flying car inspired mechanics everywhere. In 1957, Popular Mechanics magazine predicted that by the year 2000, flying cars would be the most common form of transportation. Many attempts have been made to reach this goal, but have yet to bring the flying car into everyone's home. Until now. Because it's never been attempted by Monster Garage. This week's challenge: transform a Panos Esperante into a flying car. The rules: the monster must appear to be airworthy. They'll get $5,000 for parts. The crew has 7 days and nights. The first day they design. The next 5 they build. And on the 7th day, they fly. It's that simple. If successful, the team gets a $4,000 set of Mac tools. And the clock starts now. Before the design, Jesse test drives the car that will sprout wings and fly. The Panos Esperante.
This thing runs all right, man.
Based just outside of Atlanta, Georgia, Panos Auto Development manufactures luxury sports cars that are hand-built using 100% American parts. Weighing only 3,300 pounds, this $100,000 sports car packs 320 horses, can do 0 to 60 in 4 seconds, and goes great with donuts. Jesse flies into the garage and makes a perfect landing. Making a car fly is an ambitious project. So the design team picked to engineer this feat was chosen because they're the best in their field. Flying car expert Ed Sweeney. President of Panos Auto Development, Dan Panos. Automotive designer, Fireball Tim. And from Cessna Aviation, engineer Neil Wilford.
How you doing, man?
Hey, Jesse. Hi there. How you doing?
How you doing, Nat? So this is gonna be super easy.
Oh, yeah, piece of cake.
I think a good goal is probably just to get a car to do what the Wright brothers did, which was only 6 feet off the ground for what, 100 yards or a couple hundred yards or something like that. I think it should look as stock as possible.
Well, is the car ever going to drive again as a car after we're done with it?
Yeah, it's Monster Garage, man. It's got to transform into something else.
Oh, cool. Okay. Okay.
And it's got to still look like a Panos, you know.
Why are we going to just do this such damage to such a gorgeous car?
Because it was free, man.
I like
That's
that.
right.
We didn't
Get
buy
better
it.
than that.
How much does that car weigh stock now?
Just over 3,000 pounds.
That's what I figured, about 3,000 pounds. That's what it
And
feels
we're gonna be
like.
adding
So,
around
I mean,
1,000.
let's completely gut that thing. Doors, windows, glass, every possible thing, and we can probably shave. What does a Cessna weigh?
Loaded out's about 2,400.
Well, let's look at the math. You know, we say if we get it 2,000 to 2,500 pounds, how big of a wingspan do we need?
You're gonna need at least 30 to 36 foot wingspan.
Can we get wings? That would save time.
If we make our own wings and tails, we've got a lot more opportunity to make it do what you want. If we start chop sawing up existing parts, you know, sometimes this is much more trying to
I
cobble
agree with
something
that.
up.
We'll spend twice the amount of time trying to make
Right.
it fit and,
And
work.
not be
Then
right.
we can just make it like how we want it right from the get-go. And then as far as a motor, does anybody have a line on a motor?
If we use an airplane engine or some sort, driving a prop, and don't break up the drivetrain, we can certainly get it up to the speed you need to get off the ground.
Then we're going to have some problems with the fact that we got a drivetrain that is both drag as far as accelerating the vehicle after you take it out of gear, and we've got a drivetrain that has to accelerate up to the runway speed the instant we land again.
Dude, that's the last of my worry. We should worry about getting it to take off, landings, whatever. We're gonna land no matter what.
But we don't want it to destroy itself on
I
land.
guarantee you,
What
if we
it's
fly
fair.
this thing,
Well-
it's gonna land one way or another.
Yeah, it's coming down.
Yeah, should we put a roll cage in it?
Talking about where you got to put the wings, that's probably a good idea if you have some kind of a roll cage and you can have wings mounted to that and then a welded booms back to a tail.
What's it got for a frame in the back?
Around the rear suspension, that's a solid steel space frame, so it's fairly easy to get in there and add structures to it. You got some good structure to put a cage or something onto.
Jesse?
What?
Can we use a jet
No,
for flying?
no. I already did a jet car.
What color you want this beast?
Can we paint it red like the Red Baron?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I've thought about this for a few years. I don't think there's any reason why we can't do it.
To make a sports car fly in 5 days, all non-essential items will be torn out to lighten the load. In case of a crash landing, a roll cage will provide protection. A propeller engine will be mounted over the trunk. A 20-foot fuselage will support the tail. 36-foot wings will be attached, and a yoke assembly will be wired to control the elevator and ailerons.
All right, let's go start on it. I'm cool.
The easy part is over. Now it's time to put their monster plan into action.
Please remain in your seats, folks. We're flying right back to meet the build team. Stick around.
Day 2. To build a flying car in 5 days, the garage has called upon a 9-man team of fabricators and aviators. Neil Wilford, aircraft engineer. Jason Barnes, Pano's vehicle engineer. Mark Palmer, aircraft design engineer. Andre Stowe, welder. Ronnie Powers, airplane builder. Chris Rush, fabricator. Ed Sweeney, flying car designer. J.D. Terry, avionics engineer. And Johan Ragnarsson, custom car builder all the way from Alvesta, Sweden.
What's up, man? How you doing? So, since there's so many of us, we can break up into a couple different groups. Take on the rear fuselage wings, the front wing, the engine, and engine mounts, and then we'll start getting this car light. I think cut all that trunk and everything out and behind the seats and all that, that's all our free space. Basically make it into like a pickup truck. And that'll be our free space to work with. And if we have to attach a subframe to go out the back, which we will, so the rear fuselage is held on and stuff like that.
What kind of safety cage are you after?
Well, you figure, you know, it's not like a race car. you know, where you know the different ways you're gonna hit.
Well, you're still, you're going 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, I mean, if I land upside down or like on the side or something like that, I think just like a single or a double loop, you know, something pretty simple. Discovery didn't want us to do this at first because they thought it was too dangerous. We've got enough talent here that there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to do it. And do it cool. You know, I mean, we could do all tried and tested safety way, but that wouldn't be Monster Garage. Let's do it, make it cool looking and take a chance, and then when it works, then it'll be that much better. Let's break into groups. We'll start getting this thing taken apart and see what we have to work with. Cool?
Take it over.
The interior of the car needs to be stripped down to make the body as light as possible.
Hold it.
Another big giant piece for the Monster Garage. Great car.
Before Dan Panos rips the guts out of his baby, like any proud parent, he'll take a moment to show off his pride and joy.
What a lot of people don't know is every one of these engines is hand-built by a two-man engine team. So you can see their initials and their signatures right there on every engine that they hand-built. So these are all the people in the plant. Everybody engraves their name on a car. It's hand-built, so it's not that much trouble. And then every guy in a plant, it rotates around. He gets to dedicate a name to a car. So we've got Amy Christine here.
You want to break it? Go ahead.
And now we're breaking.
Go break it.
No.
Take your frustration out.
Because these guys customize cars, they have a hard time busting them up.
Is he gonna be upset if I break it?
I don't think we really got into the really expensive parts yet.
Andre wants in on the fun.
Behold the sound of breaking glass.
But it's not that easy.
Behold the sound of breaking glass. Behold the sound of breaking glass. That glass is not going to defeat me. Yeah!
As the car is being gutted, the engineers take measurements so they can start crunching numbers to come up with the design for the wings.
You want to have the engine higher than the wings?
I think that's better because I'm not going to have superstructure that high to hook on.
So we'll have the wings and booms 4 feet above the axle and the prop 5 feet up. It'll give us a little, for starters. Just working it up right now. We took some of the stuff we knew beforehand and push and shove things around based on what we talked about earlier and getting things worked out.
This is going to be an exercise in applied mathematics like no one's ever seen before, all right? I'm not kidding you. We're going to be doing math as fast as we can do it here.
Mark Palmer knows that a true aviation expert isn't made, he's born.
I've been fascinated with this stuff since I was a kid. Everything I ever had, I took apart to figure out what was inside.
But Mark took a roundabout route to get to Cessna.
I grew to hate busting my knuckles on cars, all right? And I thought, gosh, there's got to be something better than this. And working in a service station, I used to feel like everyone thought I was either an idiot or a thief or both. I thought, airplanes, airplanes. And so I got a good 22 years of design on the business jet fleet, and it was quite a good time. You know what it would cost to hire a group of engineers to come in and do this conversion for you? A bunch. A bunch.
You get a good deal?
While the engineers continue to crunch numbers,
Looks like, what'd you get, a 40-degree angle?
Ronnie gets to work cutting out a template for the wings. He's not shy about pointing out the difficulties ahead.
We want to make sure that Jesse gets airborne. The problem is, this is more complex than anything that I've seen that's been done on the show before. It's going to take a little bit more planning. It's a lot more critical aspects to it other than just making mechanical things. Definitely, we've got the talent. It's just whether we can get it all into the amount of time we've got.
In his 15 years of running an aviation salvage yard, Ronnie Powers knows the nuts and bolts of building planes.
That one ought to do it right there.
But his love of constructing them takes a back seat to his love of flying them.
I've flown since I was in high school, actually before I could drive. I just can't describe the feeling that I had.
Though flying is second nature for Ronnie, he is well aware of the risks involved for new pilots.
I'm going to advise Jesse to have his life insurance and his will up to date. So who knows?
The template that Ronnie's making will be the pattern used to shape all 26 wing ribs. Wing ribs make up the inner structure of a wing and give the wing its shape once it's skinned. To ensure that every wing rib is the same, Ronnie and JD use the wing template to make a shaping mold. Tomorrow, this wooden mold will be used to shape all the wing ribs. The tear-out gets serious as internal organs are tossed. The gas tank's removed and saved for later.
That's the most important button in a flying car.
The majority of the car has been stripped out. And as the day ends, it's time for a new weigh-in.
We got scales.
This gives us accurate wheel weights. We can plot where the center of gravity is of the car as we're taking stuff off.
Ready?
We need a 200-pound person to sit in the car.
Hey, Neil, see some weight? Yeah.
What do you got for weight with him in there?
A total of 3,017 pounds.
That's going to help. We got a lot of weight out.
I'd say we're going to weigh about, with one person in there, 4,000 pounds. By the time it's all... I think it's going to weigh more than that with the wings. I didn't think about that.
That's way better.
Jesse gathers the build team together to wrap up the day.
So you guys cool on everything? I think we're all right. We got a plan.
We should be able to start cutting metal tomorrow. We get aluminum, get a shear, we can start making wing parts.
Cool. Did we find a motor yet?
We got a motor. Be here Wednesday.
Okay, cool. We got a lot of work to do before then. So
well, I'm going to have the engine mount here tomorrow, so we can start building to the mount. And then when the engine gets here, we can mount it up.
We'll get tubing first thing in the morning and start making the roll cage, tying that into the frame, and then everything's going to come off of that. So I think that's it.
It's a long way to lift off, but they're headed in the right direction. Munster Garage factoid. Orville Wright is not the only famous inventor named Orville. Orville Redenbacher invented a hybrid corn for better popping. And Orville Gibson invented a guitar design that is still made and played today. Day 3. The team enters the garage ready to get to work, and the focus is on the biggest project of the build, the wings. Ronnie cuts the sheet metal so they can start building wing ribs. The rib mold needs to be cut into sections before it can be used to shape the metal.
This is going to be the nose rib. This will be the form block for the nose ribs.
Each wing rib is separated into 3 pieces and will attach to a set of spars. Then the sheet metal that covers the wings will be riveted to each rib. To mold the wing ribs, sheet metal is placed between the wood, then hammered into shape. The engineer's wing design has JD worried about finishing on time.
Well, even tooling every one of these, first cutting out the piece, tooling every one, and then going ahead and making the cuts before we even start hammering it. Even if each one takes us, well, there's no way we'll get it down to 30 minutes apiece. So, I mean, we're looking at a long time just in tooling. A long time.
Basically, it's just being over-engineered, I think, for a one-flight ground effect type flight.
As the wing ribs start to take shape, the guys from Panos continue to strip down the car. The air conditioner is aired out, and the trunk gets introduced to the trash.
Fire in the hole!
The windshield is removed to allow air to travel through the car and hit the rear propeller. The Esperante is picked clean. They can now build the inside of the car out. Andre cuts out a scale shape of the wing.
It's a template for a wing. They're gonna make some type of something out of it, I don't know.
Thankfully, someone knows what's going on. Mark positions the wing pattern so the team will have a reference point to build around.
Oh yeah, this is like an old-time flying machine. Lots and lots of incidents.
Well, everything is based off that wing placement. So wherever that wing sits is where we got to make the cage fit to.
A roll cage must be built in case the flying car has a crash landing.
I designed this machine about 4 years ago. I needed a notcher at one time, and everything out there didn't do what I wanted it to do, so I made my own.
Chris Rush's company, RMD, makes many of the machines used in the garage. The tubing bender, the notcher, the cut-all saws, and many grinders.
I know the tubing bender gets used all the time here at my garage. Yeah, we got you guys set up pretty good.
Chris not only makes the machines, he uses them.
I like to make stuff, you know, whether it's machines, cars, motorcycles, airplanes. Just make sure that we line up.
That's basically the form of the rib, and what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to shrink this right in here to get that formed smoother.
Jesse shows up and reaches into his toolbox of tricks for something special to attack the wrinkle problem.
Just an old hardwood slapping hammer. It's like an antique, but it's harder than the hinges of hell. I mean, it's like for wood. Every place that you got a ripple like that, that just means there's too much material. So we'll get our edge real crisp, and then we just lightly go through there with the shrinker and gather it back in, and it'll fix it.
Once Jesse goes to work on the wrinkles, he comes up with a better plan.
You think we can do this in sections so we can rivet it to here?
Absolutely.
Why don't we do that?
Okay.
You know, just to save time.
Okay.
Jesse's idea is to cut away the portions of metal that are causing the wrinkles. This will cut down their amount of work and save time. But just as Jesse's plan takes off, it's shot down.
We're gonna have to modify the rib design. The design that Jesse came up with is a good idea to help get rid of the wrinkling, but we're gonna need this part of the flange also, because if we leave this big of a gap, we won't have room to put rivets for the wing skin, and we won't have the strength we need. We're gonna use the tool to put a big V-notch in there, and then we'll bend those over, and that'll help with the wrinkles that we're having.
You know, they've changed the rib design now for the third time after I cut, you know, a bunch out, so we've had to go back and redo those. So it's just killing us on time.
We don't want to make any more changes.
Well, we shouldn't have to.
Changes? Nah, never happened.
Keep them from away from over here and let us work.
We scared them off pretty quick, didn't we? They didn't want to have anything to do with the mallet. Let them go back over. There'll be some change, but...
Only because what we tried the first 3 times wasn't working.
When things have to change, it's the engineers that change it, so it's always our fault. That's all right. That's just part of the game. That's just how things go. That's just the world of airplane design.
I get a pretty good take on engineers. You know, these guys, they still know more than I do, so I gotta listen to them just for a minute. I gotta tolerate them.
Although the engineers' last-minute changes are necessary, they're slowing down the construction of the ribs, and a project of this scale can't afford to get too far behind.
We're really trying something that has not been done before. Build a set of wings from scratch in a week in an airplane out of a car. In a week. So, almost mission impossible, but we're gonna get it done.
Munster Garage Factoid. The infamous black box was invented in 1958 by Australian David Warren. The electronics are protected by layers of foam, plastic, Kevlar, and carbon. Today's version of the box is no longer black, it's orange. Day 3.
1:36 p.m.
The garage is buzzing with activity. The wings are being made. The roll cage is nearing completion. And as they pass the midday mark, the first of the airplane parts begins to arrive. Starting with this bad boy from Sensenich Propeller.
Look at this.
Oh,
Carbon fiber.
hey, Mark. Hey, come have a glance at this. Beautiful piece.
Wow. Fabulous.
Feel that cool propeller.
Nothing can be done with the prop until the engine arrives, so their attention turns to the engine mount Ronnie donated from his shop, Atlanta Air Salvage. Jesse wants the car to look stock, so Ed and Andre need to design a lift mechanism that will raise the engine when in flight mode and lower it while driving.
So there's some kind of a cage that's up here.
Yeah.
Ed consults with Mark on the design of the engine lift to make sure it will be flight-worthy.
Engineers.
Well, here, they're
overanalyzing. No.
Work on the roll cage continues.
Look at that cut. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Fire in the hole!
The last piece of tubing is welded on, and the cage is complete.
Okay, well, we're just discussing how the cage looks, and we all think it's ugly. But it has to be ugly to mount the wings.
But with the amount of work Ronnie and JD have to do, the wings may never reach the finish. So they turn to the Swedish. Nicholas Jansik is a car customizer from Sweden who came along with Johan just in case the team needed an extra hand.
Hej Niklas! Välkommen! Tack ska du ha. Gänget. Ja. Vad tror du om det här projektet? Jag tror nog att det här ska nog kunna funka bra. Det verkar som de behöver lite hjälp här med vingarna. Tror du de vet vad de håller på med, de här killarna som är här? Nej.
Johan Ragnarsson and Nicholas Jansik grew up in Sweden and shared a dream.
You know, I'm going to America. I'm going to build cars for the rich and famous, you know.
That dream came true when Johan started JRD Tuning and he and Nicholas started customizing sports cars for high-end clients such as Panos.
I already am bigger than ABBA.
The boys of Speed have a need for speed.
Så lunkar vi så småningom från backe, buller och tumult. Och dig sen dit och en dit och två dit och tre, så dör du nöjdare.
Betcha. I don't know, something about having a couple Swedes on the build team makes me feel really confident. Uten Gudelgork.
There it is.
Now that Nicholas is on board, the rib shaping process is speeding up.
Okay. Here you go.
He's going to town over here. He's going to town. Here's number 26, done.
The wing ribs are done. Nicholas signals Johan and Neil to start the next stage of the wing build, making the spars. Spars are the pieces of metal running the length of the wing that the wing ribs are attached to. The sheet metal for the spars is taken to a shop to be bent into shape.
I need a C bent, 1-inch flange. And then I need a Z-shape bent right back here, this tall.
A test piece is made, and Neil inspects it for approval.
That's looking pretty good.
Yeah, that'll be fine if we can get them like that.
Man, that's good. Well,
The spars won't be ready until tomorrow, so they head back to the garage where Ed is designing the engine lift.
Okay, what we're trying to make here is a mock-up in wood before we make the real thing in steel. So the best way I can think of doing this is you get the idea on paper, make a piece of wood or cardboard or something and simulate it, and when you get the mechanics correct, then you commit it to making it in steel. And we'll make that.
Ed Sweeney is not only a flying car designer, he also owns the very first flying car built in 1954.
My business is Aerocar, and I'm convinced we can build a public-use flying automobile.
Ed believes that a commercial flying car will not only change the way we travel, but the way we see the world.
It's not a thrill, it's a sensation of freedom. And then your view of what's below you, you're looking down on Los Angeles, you're looking down on the mountains. You're seeing America.
Nice design.
I like that much better if it works.
Engineers.
That looks better.
They want to make it all out of cardboard and with thumbtacks, and we don't have that much time to do it. You know, I'm a hands-on man. I get the stuff, I put it together, and I make it work.
Andre Stowe is an industrial welder for the United States Navy.
We do like secret outfitting of like ships and stuff, installation of equipment. I can't say any more about that, okay?
After 20 years behind a welding mask, Andre has taken his trade to a new level.
I like laying down the perfect weld. It's just like, it's so serene. It's just, you know, real clean and just beautiful, and molten metal is just, I don't know, it's like butter or something.
It's been a successful build day in the garage. They've rocked the roll cage, designed an engine lift, cranked out the wing ribs, and welcomed a foreign fabricator. But before they head out, they weigh the car in.
What do we got?
We're still under 2,800.
What were we yesterday?
We were actually 28-something yesterday.
They just finished weighing the car and the roll cage, and the good news is the weight's going down, which will help. It means the lighter the car is, the easier it is for it to fly. So that's good news. I'm gonna go run the numbers on that, and we'll see where things are at.
We're waiting for a lot of material that's supposed to come in tomorrow. The spurs. I guess they call it the spurs.
Well, right now, this is pretty much done. It can be final welded as soon as we know that the wings are gonna mount okay and everything, we can weld it up tight. Tomorrow, we're gonna work on starting to mount the fuselage.
The second build day comes to an end, and this team takes off into the night.
Coming up, there's gonna be some turbulence in the garage.
You want to do it your way, then I'm out of it.
Okay, then I'm going to start cutting material.
Buckle up and stay tuned.
Day 4, the team enters the garage, geared up to get the car off the ground. Even though the engine lift is a cool idea, Mark thinks it's a waste of time.
We got the cart in front of the horse on this project here in the back. There's no analysis, there's no plan to hook it up to anything. We don't have time to screw that crap.
Jesse rolls up in his Regal, ready to assume the throne. Jesse has chosen a heavy-duty racing seat to keep him safe in case of a crash landing.
This one doesn't have a floatable seat cushion, though. In case of a water landing, you're... Well, we gotta have a big day today. Get the motor on and up and start putting some wings together, you know, because there's 2 full days of work in the big wing, so it's time to get it done.
The spars are back from the shop, so the builders can start fabricating the wings.
What we're going to do now is put the reinforcing strips in where all the integrity of the spars are going to come from. Right here, these pieces of aluminum. So we're going to start riveting them up.
At the other side of the garage, something unusual is happening. The engineers are working, and there's not a computer in sight.
Don't you love that smell? Yeah, occasionally I get dirty.
Yeah, both you guys are getting dirty.
This is just for the camera.
Okay, which one of you wants to be the chief engineer on this project?
Ooh, I need a red rag that goes with that.
You need to wear that if you're going to engineer stuff.
For that music, I got to put it on backwards, okay?
The wing fabrication is a tedious chore. Each spar needs to be drilled and riveted hundreds of times.
Well, it's just time consuming. It's going to be extremely, I mean, we're talking probably a day and a half to build the spars.
But the engineers have a different attitude about physical labor.
Tell you, this feels a lot better than trying to do numbers for days on end.
With fresh enthusiasm, Mark and Neil turned the spar building process into a competition.
Ronnie and JD have been doing a great job building that spar over there, and they were not too happy with all the rivets in the spar, so we're going to show them that we can do it too.
We want to beat Ronnie. Woo!
We're just glad they're contributing something. That's a good thing.
A couple of engineers are going to beat Ronnie yet in building it. Ronnie's good with sheet metal, but we're going to catch up with him.
Yeehaw! Hell, we've already done 2 compared to they're not even riveting yet.
They said you guys suck.
We said they sucked 2 days ago.
Jason has spent the morning building the yoke assembly, the steering wheel for the airplane.
Cool. That looks good. That looks good. Thank you.
But the Panos engineer is in over his head.
To be honest, I'm not an aircraft person. I really don't know. I'm going off of Mark's sketch of how to put it together.
Jason Barnes loves his job as an engineer at Panos so much that he works on them even in his free time.
It's made up entirely of unusable, damaged parts from about 8 years of Panos production cars.
But his obsession with vehicles doesn't stop with high-end sports cars.
If it's got an engine, I'm into it. It's controlled explosions making horsepower. That's cool.
Time is flying by in the garage, and the band DI crashes in to sing "Oh Sea Life."
Let's go! Listen to the media, something with the fact. Follow me, it's all this you don't know how to act. Jump on the straight line, you don't know the way to get you in, then you'll play. 'Cause oh sea life is not a life for me. Still little girls, trap society. Oh sea life is not a nice and free. Pressures on your back, and not just a choice. Traps society, LSD line is not the life so free. Pretzels on your back, and all this choice for your monster trucks.
Quite monstrous, I might say.
As the day wears on, Ed's lift mechanism is nowhere near finished. The engine will arrive in a few hours, and the team begins to question Ed's design.
A lot of guys are asking if we can make it a fixed mounted engine.
A lot of guys meaning what? The aircraft guys over there?
The engineers.
What's wrong?
Well, it's not what's wrong, it's the scope of the project. There's a whole long list of reasons why, but I think bottom line is if you want this thing to fly, that claptrap's got to go. Like I say, we can watch.
Are you afraid of it getting up there and moving?
No, it's a non-essential feature to fly. All right. So you say if the critical mission is to fly, we still have a chance of making this thing fly. But we got to take out the stuff we don't need to fly in order to make it on time. Okay. If it's my call, if you're the boss and I'm the chief engineer, I'm saying the claptrap's got to go. We put a fixed engine mount.
It's okay though.
If you're the boss and I'm the chief engineer, the claptrap's got to go. Okay. I've been doing airplanes longer than Ed, a lot longer.
I'm on the engineering team too.
You guys should fight to the death. See what we should do. Yeah.
This is doable.
You don't trust him? Well, let's just do it like this. If they can get it done by the end of the day today, then we'll do it.
Okay.
If it's not done by today, then we'll just do it fixed.
Okay. That's a good plan.
Is that cool?
That sounds good.
All right.
If you want a car and get to the Indy 500 and go racing, okay, but the boss wants a cigarette lighter and a stereo too, all right, and you got a choice of sitting in the car with the radio on or racing, what do you take out of the project? You take out the radio and a cigarette lighter and you go race.
We're not building a Cessna, we're building Jesse's flying car. And if I were Cessna, building it for Cessna, I wouldn't have an up-down motor. I think it's got to be cool. I want to be in your audience. Watching my TV with my family, the wings are on, and Jesse announces he's going to fly. And he pushes a button, and here goes the motor up. Everybody out there says, wow, that's cool, wow. That's Monster Garage. That's not a Cessna.
Ed's not an engineer. Okay. You have a choice of sitting in your lawn chair and watching the engine go up and down and smoking cigarettes or go flying, but you can't do both.
Day 4, 2:22 p.m. The Flying Monster team is hard at work when they get a special delivery.
Motor. Frickin' motor. Check it out. A frickin' motor.
That's a 0320 H2AD, 160 horse. Came out of a hurricane-damaged airplane down in Florida.
I think it's good that it came out of a wrecked plane because the likeliness of something wrecking twice.
Oh, this is good thinking.
I'll take those odds. Looks like a damn Corvair. The most breaking down car in the whole world ever, the Corvair, and we're using a motor that looks like that.
As soon as the beast is out of the box, Ed and Andre make a brutal discovery.
28 inches. No go.
That changes the whole dimensions of everything.
The engine measurements that Ronnie gave them are 5 inches off.
Unless somebody can make inches go away, we're gonna have to make do.
The motor is too big for their engine lift, and they don't know what to do. So Jesse gives them a solution.
I mean, you're only talking an inch on either side, right?
Well, we got 20.
That you need to gain.
We have a width of a little over 28, and we've got an engine that is
33.
Right at 33.
If it was like 10 inches too wide, I could see it.
Yeah. Again, it's your call. We can make a motor mount, but I think we're going to go beyond our 5 days.
No, we're not. Just, you guys can do it. Just make it wider. Okay. Or you can do it the easy way. I'll leave it up to you.
I don't like easy way.
Me neither.
Okay.
That's the first right thing you've said all week.
Thank you. I'm glad. All right.
All right.
Jesse's idea is to make a custom motor mount that fits the engine to the lift.
This is a go.
Back to the drawing board for Ed and Andre. Ronnie and JD have defeated the engineers in the spar challenge. Now it's time to attach the ribs.
I think we're ready to start laying these up, start riveting them in. We still got a lot of riveting to do.
We'll have to put the nose rib on at the same time. The rivets will pass through this rib into the rib in front of it.
Like that.
Makes it even that much more difficult.
And then we got a tail.
As progress is being made on the wings, Chris brings in the material for the fuselage that will connect the rear tail to the rear end of the car. The first wing skeleton is assembled, a testament to solid engineering and technical skill.
It's showing that every one of these tool holes are perfectly in line.
Did you see it?
That tells us straight.
We built a straight wing.
I mean, that all the ribs are in line. I mean, especially to go through a hole this size and as far down on these just tool holes that we made all the way through.
That's straight.
So that is amazing.
Mark,
Rivet.
you all see that?
Hey, did you see that? That laser went through every one of these tool holes.
Went all the way through.
All the way.
Yeah. You guys did good work.
And shined and through here and hit the wall on the other side.
The builders are working together like a well-oiled machine, except for Ed and Andre,
Slow down.
who are still designing the engine mount. Each one has their own idea.
That's not gonna work.
It has to work.
This whole thing's gonna flop like this. You have a square box that goes up and down like this. That's what we need to make. You need strength in there. That's holding a frickin' motor with, 20,000 pounds thrust. You can't put it on a little triangle. What is wrong with a square platform up here?
And I'm telling you, what you're making is wimpy. It isn't going to work.
I disagree with your triangular formula.
My background is engineering, and I think that'll work.
Well,
what you're doing isn't going to work.
But do you want to help me?
I'm not going to help you do something wrong.
Well,
you're doing something
we have
wrong.
to do something.
You're not listening to me. You're going off on your own.
I have it formulated in my mind. It's no problem for me. I mean,
you want to do it
be
your
a
way,
write-off.
then I'm out of it.
Okay. That's your prerogative.
That's my prerogative.
Okay, then I'm going to start cutting material. I need to get this done.
Go do your thing. He refuses to listen to my explanation of the physics involved, so he's not a partner. Just leave it at that. If it works, more power to him. If it doesn't work, well, I'll leave it at that.
Day 4 ends in a stalemate. As the clock ticks, a welder is engineering a crucial engine lift. An engineer is out the door, and the wings are still up in the air. The fate of the flying car hangs in the balance. It wouldn't be the first monster vehicle to end in total destruction. But this build has a chance to join the ranks of some of the most spectacular successes in the history of Monster Garage.
I can picture both. I could picture crashing, and then I could totally picture myself, like standing on it after I flew.
For the answer, Monster passengers, that's right! There's a whole other episode to this epic show.
This build's making my head crazy.
This is the Promised Land, the birthplace of powered flight Kitty Hawk, North Carolina.
I can't think of a better spot to fly a flying car.
There's the usual garage antics.
Give me the spark plugs, man. Where's the spark plugs at?
And one builder who thinks the whole thing just may be a death trap.
It's a killer. It'll kill.
You gotta come back next week, folks, to find out. Cause the rest of this Monster Garage is just around the bend.
It's